First time in a while. And I forgot to put my glasses on, but we're just gonna have to wing it and hope for the best. Zeroing out the counter. Go. Okay. So, hello everyone. Making okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Starting on a collar for a raglan sweater. This is going to be a Christmas present. And we're coming to you live from my parents' living room. In my pajamas, because I have had a terrible week. Right, one down, 83 to go. It's the wrong side. So, it's the Saturday before Christmas. And all through the house, every creature was screaming, including the mouse. Eyes keep watering because I have icy hot all over my arm. Three. So. If you're just joining, don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live, hit that subscribe button. It's been a while since I've done really anything on YouTube. Life just kind of hasn't been the best right now. It's not been cooperating. Hi, how are you? I'm okay now. I had a lot of car troubles this week, which was really annoying. But luckily, everything was covered under warranty, so it's okay. I didn't have to pay for anything. Yeah, Monday I got a flat tire. Had to call my boss to come save me. And Thursday night, it just straight up wouldn't turn on. Hi, welcome. Thank you. Today was a lot better. I got some rest. I've been very tired getting ready for the upcoming holiday and teaching right before the upcoming holiday. These kids are feral. And we go right up to the 23rd, so break isn't here yet. And like I said, they're feral. Can you teach me how to crochet? Not right this minute, no, but I will. I have tutorials. So, how to make a slip knot and do a chain. Well, you're off to a good start. adjust the camera angle here. So, counting my rows. Two, three. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are making a pullover sweater. We're starting at the collar. We're doing it raglan style, and I'm actually semi-following the pattern. It's by MJ Off the Hook Designs. Okay. Need to do 84 rows of this. We just finished row 10, so hooray. And I decided to start crocheting this right-handed instead of left-handed because I hate myself. I should have done left-handed because giant bruise on my right elbow because I had a fall in the parking lot at work yesterday. And it's I'm officially at the age where I'm like, oh, it's not I fell down anymore. It's I had a fall. So my elbow is killing me, but I must make Christmas presents. So crochet through the pain. It's not that bad. It's just really, really bruised. I'll live. Got a vlog edited and put up today. I'm running behind schedule. Haven't really posted anything because, you know, life is crazy. Last week it was work stress. This week it was car troubles. I wonder what next week will bring. Giant meteor, perhaps? Right. Oh, Gracie felt so bad missing you last night. It's all right. All is well. Honestly, I can barely remember the last live. Sorry. It has been a crazy, awful couple of weeks. Yeah. Work stress, life stress. Car stress. Yeah, my car was not good this week. Monday, I was just driving home after and got stuck in a huge car traffic jam at the very top of a mountain because my commute is I go up a mountain, then I go back down, and then I go back up again. And I got to the first up and I got stuck, and it took a half hour just to go 6 miles. And then I got a flat tire in the middle of it all. So I had to call my boss to come rescue me because I can't change a flat tire. But she's my neighbor out there, so I texted her. I'm like, hey, do you or your fiance know how to change a tire? And so They came and helped me put the spare on. I mean, that tire was flat. Like, instantly. I got off the road because I'd been in the car for so long and I was tired of being in the car after work. And I just wanted to stop in Dollar General and pick up some pizza rolls. And I got out of the car and the tire was hissing at me. So I got back in the car and turned it on and checked the diagnostic, and it said, "Oh, you have low tire pressure. Oh, you have very low tire pressure. Oh, you have no tire pressure." And then my dad's blowing up my phone like, "Why is OnStar telling me you have no tire pressure?" And I'm like, "Well, apparently I have a flat tire. I don't know. I got out of the car and it hissed at me, and now the tire's flat." But this Dollar General was right next to a gas station, which I thought had an air pump. So I was like, okay, I'll just run into the store, get the pizza rolls I want, because I've been in traffic for 45 minutes and I just want some pizza rolls. So I go in, get the pizza rolls, put them in the cart, drive on my rim to the gas station next door, which is just a parking lot. And the thing I thought was an air pump was a kerosene pump. So now I need to go get my eyes checked and get new glasses probably. And I ended up just driving on my rim the 1 mile I had left back to my house. And I texted my boss and I was like, "Hey, do you know how to change a car tire? Because I got a very flat tire." And she was like, "Yup, I'll be right over." So she came over, and in the cold and snow, we put the tiny little donut tire on my car, which was rated for up to 50 miles an hour. But I gotta drive on the interstate to get to my job. So the next morning, going into work to drop off my flat tire to have it fixed and get to work, everybody was just flying past me on the interstate, and I had my four-way hazards on, and I'm like, "I'm sorry, I can't go any faster." Literally, I physically could not. The car would not let me. So then I dropped my tire off, went to work, finished work, which was a very stressful day because every child on earth is very spicy before the holiday season. And boy, were those kids nuts. So then I finished that. I get my tire, put it back on the car. New Rowan Atkinson show on Netflix. It's new. I really should go and get Netflix. But we got the tire back on the car. Drove back to my house, got stuck in traffic again. Apparently, nobody knows how to drive on that mountain anymore. So then I thought that was the end of the car woes, and then my tire pressure detector light came on, so I'm like, oh great, I just replaced one, now the other one's going bad. So I have to make an appointment to get that swapped out, but whatever, that's fine. Deal with work. We now have a biter in my class, so fun. And then Thursday, I stop off at my parents' house. I'm like, I'm just gonna hang out here for a bit, and then we have the work office party, and I'll just stay with my parents the night. And then I go to leave for the office party, and my car won't even turn on. So I called my dad because he's elsewhere right now. And I'm like, okay, now the car won't turn on. And then he starts complaining, and I'm like, well, if you're not gonna about the car not turning on. And I'm like, well, if you're not gonna offer anything productive, then I'm not gonna bother. So I hung up on him. And he didn't like that. So he called and he's like, all right, get in the car, turn the key, I'll pull up the OnStar app and see what's going on. So I get in the car and it turns on, but now the check engine light is on, but then my dad's like trying to get the OnStar app to work and it won't work. And so he starts complaining again. So I hung up on him again, called a coworker. She came, she got me, she took me to the holiday party and then brought me back to my parents' house. And then my parents are less than a mile from my job. So I'm like, all right, well, at least I'm here having car trouble because then I can just walk to my job if need be. But Friday morning I get in, I turn the key in the car just to see, and everything's fine. I hate technology. So then my dad got the OnStar app to work, and I'm like, Dad, now it's turning on and running fine. And so he pulled up the app and is like, oh, yep, it says it was a glitch in the electrical system of the car. And I'm just like, again, I hate technology. So then yesterday, Friday at school went okay. We had the class party with all the babies. It was cute. We won the school's door decorating contest. And then as I was leaving, I fell in the parking lot. And I'm at the age where it is no longer I fell down. It's I had a fall. So I just laid there on the ground for like 5 minutes going like, because I just psychologically could not handle it. Physically, I was fine. Psychologically, I was not. Then I got up and came back to my parents' house, and now it's Saturday, and here I am. Live at my parents' house with icy hot all over my elbow because it's purple. So yeah, life kind of sucks right now. Barely crocheted anything this week because I've been busy dealing with nonsense. And then I woke up this morning, and last night I was going to edit the vlog that went up today. But then I made it home after all the shenanigans, and I just laid down on the couch and went to sleep and woke up at like 9:30 this morning. And so, but luckily I had all the footage on my phone cropped and edited. So it was just a matter of migrating it over onto my computer. So I did that, and then I opened it up, and none of my edits transferred over. So I had to re-edit everything on my computer. So got the vlog edited, but took like twice as long as I would have liked it to. But I just can't catch a break this week. It's just been one shenanigan after another. I'm hoping and everything is fine to next week. As if not, I might actually crash out. So yeah, we're just, oh, and I still have like a million Christmas presents I need to make. So yeah. Oh, great. There's my phone. Hold on, chat. It's my father. Be right back. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, I'm live.
Oh, you're live.
Yeah. Here, I'll just put mommy on the phone here.
I'll just call Mommy instead.
Okay.
All right, Bob.
Alright, my phone's behind me. Bye. Bye. Hang on, chat. Be right back. Here you go, Mommy. Hello. All right, I'm back. Like I've said, can't get a break this week. So, to try and make me feel better, Mom and I made Christmas cookies today, and it was good, and they're delicious. So, how was everybody's week? Is chat not coming through or something? Let me check. Okay. But yeah. So, adulting is hard, friends. I do not recommend it. And I lost count of my rows. God dang it all. 2, 4, 6, 8, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 30, 32, 34, 36, 37. Okay. Not horribly far off. Anyway. So yeah, if you can hear my mom in the background, she's talking about all the delicious cookies we made that I'm going to pig out on before I head back to my house tomorrow. We're about halfway done with this collar. Yep, that was row 40 out of 84. Why is Alexa talking? Didn't ask you anything, Alexa. So if you are just joining, don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live and hit that subscribe button. Usually we go live at least once or twice a week. It's just been a rough week. What are you making? I am making a sweater. And this is going to be a Christmas gift. So we're gonna do that. And can y'all hear me anyway? So it would be just my luck that I've just been sitting here yapping and no one can hear me. I swear you can read. Yeah. It's okay. Okay, good. Can you hear me? I don't know. I can't hear anything anymore. I have to get my ears checked. So. But we are making, right now we're working on the collar, which is just a bunch of rows of single crochet, the most tedious part. And then we'll get to the fun part. It's a raglan style. Have the pattern on my laptop back there. I gotta pull it up. So, is everybody excited for Christmas? I'm excited to eat. Love this time of year. It's just been extremely stressful this time around. And I gotta finish wrapping Christmas presents. But we'll worry about that tomorrow. Saw what you're gonna say. Yes, yeah. I have no idea what I'm getting for Christmas this year. I just built up a big Amazon wish list of things I want for my house and sent it out to everybody that asked, "What do you want for Christmas this year?" Here's a list, organized by priority. So, yeah, but what I really want is for Santa to bring me a full tank of heating oil that I don't have to pay for. Because it's been so cold, I've been burning oil like nobody's business. And it's annoying. But because I don't know what my annual usage is, because I just moved in, no one will give me like a monthly contract. So I just have to buy it when I can afford it until I know how much I'll use. But then all the companies in my area, that means you can actually get more. Yeah. It's just that so many companies in the area are like, well, you have to use 500 gallons annually to get a contract. But I've only used about 100 since October. And that's been like 3 months. So, I don't know. I'm also crazy and don't keep my house super warm. I keep the thermostat set at 60, and then I supplement with the electric fireplace and putting on a sweater. Because I grew up with my father, who kept the house at a nice toasty warm 55 degrees and said, "Put on a sweater, I'll turn it up when you can see your breath." So I can survive keeping my house at a nice toasty 60 degrees. We're making good progress here. But when I'm done with this color, I will have to check the pattern really quick. So at some point during the week before Christmas, I have to call and be like, I did find a company that will let me just buy oil. but it's more expensive that way. And I have to call them and be like, hey, I need another 100 gallons. Because where I live is always like 5 degrees colder than all the other surrounding areas because it's on top of a mountain. Which is real fun to commute from in the winter. Excuse me. Oh, my goodness. But last weekend I had a market and it went really, really well. Sold a lot of coasters and a lot of scrubbies, and I need to actually order more scrubby yarn from Hirschner's. That's how many scrubbies I ended up selling. I sold out of rainbow ones. I got sold out of Christmas ones. Though I won't really worry about restocking those until probably closer to next Christmas. Because ain't no way anything I make now and sell is gonna make it to Christmas. Make it before Western Christmas, maybe Orthodox Christmas, since that's not till January 7th. But right, we got 20 rows left of this collar to go. Yay. Anyway. Well, one good thing about being back at my parents' house for the weekend is I get to see the kitty cats. They've been very happy. Very cuddly. They're all sleeping upstairs right now. All right. You know, half the time when I make a bunch of sweaters like this, I want to just chain the number and work out of the chain, and then eventually I'll just come on and put the collar on, but almost. I don't know, this back loop only single crochet stuff is kind of growing on me. So I guess we'll follow a pattern. This pattern is by MJ's Off the Hook Designs. Her easy raglan pullover pattern. Oh my goodness. Pull some more of this out. This is a very old Red Heart Super Saver. I can't remember when I even got this one. But it's pretty. And it's blue. Pretty blue. Okay, we're down to the last few rows, and then we'll connect it. Okay. All right, 4 left. 3. Is this a child size? No, it's an adult size. It's a small collar and then it expands way out. Yeah, I'm gonna jump up to a 6.5mm hook. It's just to get the collar nice and tight using the 4mm. Okay, last row. Go with the collar. Okay, there we go. Now we just gotta slip stitch this seam together and it will be ready. So we're just gonna chain 1 real quick. And we're gonna slip stitch it together. Boop. Boop. I like making Raglan style sweaters. There's a lot less sewing involved. Okay. I'm okay. Picture of calm. Calm, cool, collected. I am the chillest human on earth. That's not true. I have absolutely zero chill whatsoever. No chill. Yeah, exactly. I hear everybody laughing, going, no, you're a lunatic. Which is true. Right. Okay, that is slip stitched. So now I gotta untangle it. Turn it around. And now I have to put single crochets into every stitch. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're just going to crochet over the end. 13, 14. I know how to count. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84. All right, we got it right this time. Okay, slip stitch. All right, now that the collar is done, I need that. I need my scissors to bind off, and I'm just gonna attach the yarn the next round for the next round. I can talk. I know how to talk. Okay, now we're gonna do some switcherooning. Set this aside for when it's time to do the cuffs. Set these scissors back in the bag so I don't accidentally shank myself later, because I have done that before. I am a hot mess express, chat. Okay, let's use this big hook just to quickly do that. And then we'll weave it in later. Thanks, Mom. Let me tell you guys, my sinuses are not happy. Hi, Chris. Thank you. Thank you, Elia. Yes. My sinuses have not been happy since I moved into the house with forced air heat. Okay, we did the single crochet. Now, let me just grab my laptop from right over here real quick. There goes my mouse. I'm sick of something to say. Well, I do work in childcare in December. Okay, the yoke. Okay. All right, we're going to pair it with this orange with this blue. Where did the end go? There's the end. Okay, yes, we're doing the outer pole with this because I don't feel like dealing with a collapsed skein when this is done. Okay. Okay, I need to find that seam. Okay. I am struggling, and I hate it. Okay. Some pretty roving yarn here. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then here. All right, that's the first stitch. I'm gonna weave this in a bit. Love-hate relationship with roving yarn. I'd say it's just the ick right now. It's so bad. Everybody's stuck inside in close quarters and traveling and has to go all over God's creation, seeing every single relative. I know one of my co-teachers, she had a baby this year, and she's got a 3-year-old who's going to be 4 soon. And she's like, yeah, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, we gotta drive around and see all these family members. And I'm like, just make them all come to you. And she stopped and thought for a minute, and she's like, oh yeah, I could do that. I'm like, yeah, they should have to come see you. You're the one with small children. You're the one that had a literal human. If they want to see you on Christmas, they could get in the car and drive to you. Okay. So I guarantee you, your small children do not want to spend their Christmas in the car, needing to see relatives. Okay. See, my parents laid down the law because I was not an easy to travel with baby. So they made it the rule that if you wanted to celebrate Christmas with us, you had to come to the people with the small children. The small children were not getting in the car. But yeah, I didn't travel very well. Hi, Mom.
Hi. Is it okay if I sit here?
Yeah, you can sit here. But to say hi to my mother.
Hello. Oh.
Okay. All right, gotta do 17 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, no, I was not an easy to travel with baby, so mom's sitting here like, so they just made everybody come to us for the holidays because I was a demon child. Hi, hello. All right, V-stitch.
Well, you weren't a demon child. You just didn't like to travel. You didn't like change.
I still don't like change.
No, I know.
What are you doing? I am crocheting a sweater. I'm about to start counting again, chat, so give me a second. Alright, I gotta do 23 stitches. So everybody, let's see if I know how to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay, 23. Where am I from? I am from Pennsylvania, where you can get stuck behind a horse and buggy on the interstate. All right, V-stitch. 2, 23. We did 23. Now we do 17 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay. Right, it's working. V-stitch. 3. And now 23. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay, and now it says to do a very loose slip stitch to join. One, 2, 3. Okay. Right, and it says to just keep going all the way around. So I shall. It says to do this for many rounds. I'm gonna make this is gonna fit an adult male.
Mm.
Doot doot. Yeah, get in there. Okay. Hate when I misfire like this. V-stitch and V-stitch. Double crochet in every double crochet. Stitch. Need to work that into the slip stitch of what I did. Okay. Now we can move a little faster and chat. Chat. Because now it's just keep doing this for however many rows until I get to the size I want. It's the beauty of a raglan. One size fits all collar and then just keep going around. I would love to knit like one of those fancy colorwork yoke raglan sweaters. But increasing and decreasing and knitting and I just it don't work. I can't do it. It's been like I've been knitting much less than I've been crocheting and I still can't figure it out. Crocheting I've been crocheting since 1999. Knitting I've been knitting since I was like 10, which was also a very long time ago. And after all these years, you'd think I'd figure out increasing and decreasing in knitting, but no. Even watching tutorials, it just don't work. So we're just gonna have to accept that that's what life is like for me.
That's alright, I can't do either.
Yeah, it skipped you. You can latch up though, Mom.
I can. Not much to left joking, no. A very.
Should pick it back up, and then we can like do live streams together. You do your latch hooking, I do my crocheting, and we complain about things. Like airline food. How about that airline food?
Your brother could talk more about that.
I know. Chat wants my brother back into the live stream, but he like refuses to do another live with me. I remember he did that one live with me on a Sunday a while ago. We were live for like 3 hours, and everybody in chat was like, "Say more things," because he's a funny dude, but he won't do it with me. I'm like, dude, just go live with me. Do it for the algorithm.
That's him.
He's a pain in my ass. You're neither for nor against. I remember you were in the chat, Aaliyah, going like, you need to go live with your brother again. Because he's good at thinking on his feet and being really funny in snap moments.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly when it comes to making fun of me, but...
Or getting himself out of trouble.
Yeah.
He was very good at that.
Yeah.
Getting into and getting out of.
Okay, we can close the laptop now that I have everything properly set up. Ooh. Okay, now. Gravity's extra strong today, chat. Okay. So, let's see. Here's the sweater so far. Got the first 2 rows down. I should probably mark that on my row counter. Dang, this yarn has seen better days. I put this yarn on my row counter when I was in college, and that was forever ago. All right, I'm going to change colors to a blue. You said if you wanted to, he should come back. Yeah. I know I got so many views with him in chat. I'm like, dude, come back with me do it for the algorithm. And he's like, no, and I'm gonna go write another algorithm just to make you stop. Because this is what he does that's kind of the kind of stuff he does for a living.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Yes.
Thankfully, he uses his talents for good rather than evil.
Yes, thank God my brother uses his powers for good and not evil, because people wonder, where did Anonymous grow? They grew up. That's where they went.
They went to college.
They grew up, went to college, and now they have day jobs and have to wash their car and mow the lawn. Wait, what am I trying to do here? I'm not turning my rounds for this one. Come on, brain. Why won't you work anymore? Well, I know that. Okay. What's weird?
No, nothing. My tablet.
Always on that tablet, mother. Just weaving in this end here real quick. I like this method for weaving in ends because then when it's done with and over with, I can just cut it off. Whoop. Okay. Going to see my brother for Christmas this year. Since obviously we're both adults now, the you have to come to me for Christmas rule no longer applies. And he wants to host Christmas. So we're going to him, and it's going to be fun. Because his house is really cool. They've got a hidden attic where you open a closet door and you go, oh, okay, yeah, standard closet, but then you stick your head in there and realize, wait, it just keeps going. And then you go in the closet and walk down, and it eventually ends up at a staircase and leads you up to your door, to the attic. And before I bought my house this year, my brother said that's where they were going to stick me. Said that's where I was going to live. Well, joke's on him. I bought my own house because I saw he got a house. I'm like, I want a house. So I bought myself a house.
There you go.
He's mad because I got a better deal than he did.
You got a good deal. You got a good deal, and he got a good deal.
He got a good deal and asbestos.
Yeah, with that.
I got a good deal because I bought a house that was built before they discovered asbestos. Has the attic door, I think it was nailed shut, possibly. Well, then don't unnail it, because if it was nailed shut, it was probably nailed shut because there's something up there that needs to stay up there. One of the houses I looked at over the summer, the basement door on the outside was barricaded, and I told my realtor, I ain't going down there. It's barricaded for a reason. I don't need a demon following me home, making my furniture float. You hear them, ooh, ooh, girl, move. Sell it to a white woman with a nose ring and move. They're into that stuff. I know, because several of the women I work with are into that stuff.
What kind of stuff?
The stars and the ghosts.
No.
No, it's true. We do have one of those stereotypical white women with a nose ring and funny hair color who believes in all the astrology stuff. And every so often I'll go down there and be like, which planet is making me feel sad? And she'll look at me and be like, well, the one we live on. And I'll go, yeah. But apparently Mercury is out of retrograde now, so things shouldn't be so bad. And I'm like, well, then why did my week suck? I said, because you're, and she said, because you're you, and you've just got really terrible luck sometimes. The universe giveth, the universe taketh away. We won the my classroom won the door decorating class contest this year by a huge landslide, mind you. We got more votes than all the other classrooms combined. And then as I was leaving, I fell in the parking lot. The universe giveth, the universe taketh away. The icy hot is doing its job. But, ugh. Ay, 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 ay. Donis has been knocking on my door in the past 3 days. You come to his way while you brush your teeth. Well, you know, brushing alone isn't enough to protect cavities, so you should brush with friends. Speaking of cats, where's Gannis? Being lazy when he should be cuddling with me. He was puddling with Rocky and Zuzu before I took a shower.
Yeah.
And then when I went into my room to grab, well, the office, it's not my room anymore. That's right, I don't live here anymore.
Your room is still your room. You just can't sleep in there because you don't have a bed.
Yeah, the bed's at my house now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I went into the office to grab this yarn for this, and you could use a toothbrush. Yeah, I've heard that cat breath is stinky.
Ours aren't so bad.
Well, I have no idea. I have no sense of smell. Blue and orange sweater. Actually, a very nice color combination, if you ask me.
Daddy likes it.
I wonder who this sweater is for.
Can't imagine.
Dad's not allowed to watch the VOD of this. Okay. All right, we got 3 rounds of this lovely sweater done. We're using Michael's Loops and Thread Fasciots. And you get his eye boogers off while you fight him. Sounds like me and Guinness. My man Guinness, he can get some eye bugs. Well, he got, what, virus in the shelter when he was a kitten. And I gotta put a disclaimer on every picture I post on here, like, his eyes just do that sometimes.
It's been so bad lately.
No. Yeah, I've noticed they're not as crusty. Guinness has chronic feline conjunctivitis. He caught a virus in the shelter when he was a kitten when we adopted him, and it just
Comes and goes.
It comes and goes. It makes his eyes look all red and gooey. I promise he's healthy. It
And it goes away.
they just do that sometimes.
Or just
Yeah, I got haters in my DMs like, oh my god, you need to take that cat to the vet. And I'm like, if you read the disclaimer I put, because I know people on the internet, you'll see that it's a chronic health issue.
Yeah.
And the vet says, yeah, he got that in the shelter. It's just a thing. There's nothing they can do. And I mean, he's 15.
Yeah.
So.
We've had him since he was a baby.
Yes, he was my Christmas present 15 years ago.
Little baby.
We need to remove the crust. Gross. No, but there's something really oddly satisfying about removing their eye boogers for them.
Yuck.
Oh, don't act all high and mighty, Mom. You know it's oddly satisfying. Okay, I sure hope the stitch counts are working out.
Oh boy.
Nice clean-eyed cat. Yes. It's nice to help them get nice and clean. Especially when they're dirty little goblins. Oh, kitty cats. You know, they're always so happy when I come home to visit. Yeah, I saw Rocky and Zuzu in the office. Guinness was in the office before I showered, but now he's not. I don't know where he is, but maybe.
Getting the bed warm for me.
Yeah. He's a heat-seeking missile. He'll love coming to visit my house when I get custody. He'll just lay on those heating vents.
Oh yeah. I'm sure he hides for about an hour.
Yeah.
Oh.
He invited himself into my room to lick my plastic bags. I brushed him while he was moving around. He thought I couldn't reach him. It was either brushing or boogers. He was stuck. Poor Adonis. Either way, you are going to be groomed.
Yeah. No.
Whether you like it or not, you are going to be groomed. I hear little claws. Or is it just you? It's just you. It's your grippy socks making sounds. Not claws.
My grippy grippies.
Yeah, I need to get some grippy socks. More grippy socks. I know we had a crazy sock day at work once and I wore my grippy socks and nobody understood the joke. And I was so sad. Okay, this is starting to turn out quite nicely. Knocked on the door, be let in. Once you invite yourself to my domain, I'm free to do what I please. Yes. Natural consequence. Yeah, but you know he secretly loves it because he's not actually bringing out the claws. Like, he could honestly, like, my cats, when I'm messing around with them, they could stop me at any time. They're nature's most perfect killing machine. That's why they're angry all the time, because we pick them up and kiss them on their little heads when they're nature's most perfect killing machine. If cats had opposable thumbs, we as humans would be done for. Bless you, I think.
Yeah.
Whatever that was.
That was his name.
Ain't like any other sneeze I've heard. You're already done for. He speaks English. Oh boy. We're doomed. Adonis is going to take over the world. Adonis the brown kitty. Guinness would take over the world if he was mean, but he's not. He's too nice. Big, dumb, sweet baby. God, who's driving around outside at the ungodly hour of 8 p.m.? Tell I'm getting old. I used to go out at this time. Did I teach him some of the phrases? Maybe I'm a victim of success. Maybe. Could very well be. Right. Coming along very nicely. I love loops and thread fascists. I do not love fascists. I love loops and I love loops and threads facets. I do not love fascists. Love a good roving yarn. Especially when it's acrylic, because then it doesn't make me itch. I need to find like vegan sock yarn, because like, oh, nice sock yarn. I want to try knitting socks in the new year. Nope, just constant wool. I'm like, no, I'm allergic. It makes me itch. All the pretty roving yarns. Nope, wool, itch. I'm like, please. Is it too much to ask for a vegan roving yarn? He yells hello when he wants attention. He says, want more when he's finished with his wet food, and says, what when I say his name too many times. Ah! I love it. You've trained him. Ugh. This is seriously turning out so nice. I love this part where I just can go around and around and around without needing to think. Another reason why I like raglan sweaters. As long as you remember to increase at the right spots, you're golden. And then when I say mom is in charge, he demands I must feed him if she's late. Mom, would you mind get me something to drink? Milk or water or something with electrolytes in it. I'm suffering. Yeah, could you grab me one of those, please? Because I've been dealing with some serious dehydration the past couple weeks. Because here at my parents' house, it's baseboard heat. So the baseboards heat up and then it radiates out. But at my house that I bought, it is forced air from heating vents. And I was not prepared for how much it would dry me out. So I've just been so dehydrated. I am going to invest in a humidifier soon, but it's terrible. Like, I got some smart water because I started using like cashback apps and stuff, and smart water has a lot of cashback options, and it has the added electrolytes. And I downed like a whole 1 liter bottle of it within 5 minutes. One morning. That's just how dehydrated I get at my house. I'm like mummified when I wake up. I took a coworker's advice and I put some water in an empty metal coffee can and set it in the on top of the heating vent, and it had evaporated overnight. That's how dry forced air heat is. So, but it's very efficient. It gets warm real quick. Thank you, Mommy.
That's the whole milk.
You like that SpongeBob meme where he goes, "What?" Yes. But I don't need it. I don't need it. I need it. Yeah. That's me every morning. I wake up and I'm just completely dried out. I'm like, I've been putting lotion like up my nose to stop the nosebleeds from happening, which works. But my lord. And here I thought it was incredibly dry in my classroom. Nope. So now I pretty much I've been buying a lot of smart water because it has the extra electrolytes in it. Milk has a lot of electrolytes. Not Gatorade because I hate Gatorade. Pedialyte has become my best friend. Shot of Pedialyte in the morning and a shot of Pedialyte before bed. Water in metal coffee cans placed on every vent till I can get a humidifier. Yeah, forced air. Ugh. It works, but at what cost? All right. Finished row 5. Woo! Row 6. Has it been working? It has been. It has been, in fact, cooperating. Have I told you that Adonis asked the renter's house, give him food? Why did them walk? Aw, the exterminator said he was cute. Aw. It's like, hi, can you feed me? If you feed me, we'll be friends. Sitting gentlemanly. Love it. What an excellent cat. Bless you, Mommy. Oh, I hate that. Ugh. Nose itches. Ugh, my sinuses have been killing me lately as well. Terrible creatures. My sinuses, they are. Creatures? Why did I say my sinuses were creature? I don't know, man. I'm tired. I've had a long week. I've had a long month. Except pets for extra food, but he doesn't expect to contribute himself unless there are 2 or 3 and prone to drop chicken on the floor. Yup. Oh, Mom, did you put away the chicken? Yeah. Okay. Shit, waiting for snacks on the floor. Yup, sounds about right. I'm gonna escape this week that I know. He heard the wind whipping around. Was like, not today. Gosh, it was cold and windy this week, and then we had like it was almost 50 degrees, and now it's cold and windy again. And I mean, where I live, it's always windy, but it was like extra windy. The joys of living in a small town on top of a mountain. Here we go. His mom accidentally locked him outside to take more steps towards the door instead of running with reckless abandon. Yup. That's just like Rocky after he spent a night outside when he was a kitten. Never tried to go out a window or door again. The cats realize, oh, I like my nice warm house. I'm not going to leave it. Don't want to accidentally run outside and get locked out. And then be cold and all that terribleness. This is disappearing. Mom didn't notice that he was gone. Yep, something's amiss. I always noticed when something was amiss with my cats, and people would think I was crazy. It turns out I was right. When that time Rocky got out, my brother was like, "No, he's fine." I'm like, "Look, he missed breakfast and morning snack. Something's up." And guess what? He was outside. I was right. I need to get more of this yarn. Hopefully I get a Michael's gift card for Christmas. Excuse me. Oh, the yarn buying ban has been lifted. I opened up a Hirschner's order a couple nights ago. No, I opened it last week. Time does not exist. Someone outside that long. It was also during December. I shut the treat for everyone, put him back, and then knocked on the door to be let in. I taught him to knock on doors. Good skill you taught him there. Good skill. Like, Mother, why have you forsaken me? Okay. Row 6 is done. Row 6 is done. I think we'll do 17 or 18. Probably 18 rows. To get this to the size I want it to be. And then 21 rows for the sleeves. Say I'm making this an extra large. And it's going to be a pretty striped sweater. And it needs to be done quickly. Because I'm in an absolutely crazy time crunch. I still have this. Still have a hat I need to make. My dad commissioned me to make something that he wants to give out as a gift, so I gotta make those. And I still have to make my 2025 ugly Christmas sweater. That got put on the back burner because I had to make so many things. And I had very little time to do those things this past week because car shenanigans. So. Who else was scared it was dark outside? They call me as the last resort. Look, he sort of listens to me when the food's involved. Typical cat. As long as food's involved, they'll listen.
Oh.
Not me yelling, "Get down!" as if they'll ever listen. Is somebody in the dining room?
No, why?
The cat, I mean. Thought I heard.
Hearing eat.
Okay. Not used to that sound. Sounded like the cat scratching at the dining room table and be like, no, those are the Christmas cookies. Those are not for you. Stinkweeds. So, anyway. Doesn't get like getting picked up off the table when I eat. Well, he's nature's perfect machine, killing machine, and you're picking him up. Cats, cats, cats. God, it feels so good to just sit and crochet. I haven't been able to do this in forever. But nope, now I can just sit and make stuff. And then, especially once I'm done with all my Christmas presents, I can just do whatever I want. Within reason, I mean, I have to restock some things after my latest market. My market a week ago, I sold out of a lot of things at my market. Running dangerously low on scrubbies, coasters, the flower coasters especially. Those were selling like crazy. As soon as I put some out on the table, they'd sell. And then I'd put new ones out on the table, and then those would sell. And it was just nuts. And hats. Hats did really well this year, too. Probably because it was so cold out. On the show I did, they said they'd have warming centers, but then they didn't. So everybody was cold. So they bought hats. I had my propane heater. But market season is done. For me, at least, even though I only did 2 markets total this year. But since my brother is not getting married, because he is now already married, I have time off freed up that I could rejoin the craft market circuit properly. Some people would stick his paw in a bowl or in a plate. We are siblings. Yup. He knows who's really in charge. Wants to steal your food. Bunch of shameless beggars. What? What do you need?
My phone.
Okay, hold on, chat. Mom dropped her phone. I gotta go grab it. Okay, where is it?
Fell in between here, so it's on the floor.
Oh boy. Blind leading the blind.
Oh, ouch.
something?
Yeah.
How? Button or something I push? Fuck it, just buy a new phone.
Here.
Okay.
Pull that.
Fuck it, just buy a new phone. It's gone. Be right back, chat. Oh my lord. This is actually a problem. Oh man.
Sorry.
Give me a minute, I can do it.
I know you can do it. I have faith in you.
Am I winded? Can you just go buy a new phone? I'll take it forever. It's gone. Okay.
Sounds like you might. Yep, you got it.
I have it.
Thank you.
Phone acquired. Phone acquired.
Can you get out?
I don't know, man.
You can do it. I have faith in you.
I'm trying.
You can do it.
I'm not used to hardwood anymore.
You can do it. Keep going.
Oh, shoot, I can't get up.
There you go.
Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I've never had that happen before.
Getting old sucks, guys.
Come here. Come on.
Don't drop it again. I'm not getting back down there.
No, I'm not.
You're just gonna have to be phoneless until Jason comes to visit.
Oh!
Don't fall.
Oh, I'm just trying to pull this recliner.
Oh.
God. All these problems we have.
You're going as if you were gonna stop in the middle. No, I was on the floor. I had my head under the recliner. I was committed.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for your patience and while she retrieved my phone for me.
Oh, I suffered. Ow. Might need another ibuprofen. Genuinely might need more ibuprofen. If your birth year starts in a 19, don't wrap presents on the floor. I found that out the hard way this year. This is the last year I can wrap presents on the floor. Oh, God. How? My knees hurt now. Fuck. Grown woman, mother. Well, I had a couple F-bombs. No, I messed that up. Okay. It's not changing. I'm doing 2 rows orange, 1 row blue. And keep the slip stitch loose because that counts as a double crochet. Okay, there we go. Okay. We are back on track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Row 8 out of whatever. I don't know. What size does Daddy wear? Large. Okay, so close to the same size as me. He's shrunk.
Huh?
He has shrunk.
No. Well, yeah. There's been a large one, a bit of a smaller one.
Daddy's been losing weight and he's been doing good at it.
Mm-hmm.
Intentionally losing weight, I should add. I somehow managed to gain more muscle mass, according to the doctor at my last appointment. Because my measurements haven't changed, but I gained like 10 pounds. So they did some poking and prodding and said I just got denser. I lost fat, gained muscle. Because muscle is heavier than fat. So. I'm strong. I lift for a living.
Oh.
V-stitch. There we go. Yeah, this is turning out really good. You were going to say the bro, do you even lift quote. Yes, I do. I do lift. Yeah, I can bench 250 on a good day. I mean, I don't, instead of regular tent weights, I use cinder blocks. And the event last week was supposed to have volunteers that would help us carry to set up. And I guess when I was there, they hadn't shown up yet. So I was like, okay, fine. So I just grabbed 2 cinder blocks and carried them to my spot like it was nothing. And the coordinator was standing there like the whole time. I was like, yeah, two 40-pound cinder blocks. Not that hard for me to carry. So I use a combination of stakes and weights to keep my tent from going anywhere. So I'm paranoid it's going to fly away. So I don't even use the stakes that it came with. I got like these giant foot-long spiral ones from Rural King. And then I ratchet strap everything in. Stake it down with ratchet straps and then additional ratchet straps to the cinder blocks. And I couldn't use the stakes this year because I was on the sidewalk. Because normally I only do small town shows that are in a field somewhere. So hence the giant stakes and cinder blocks. This time we had to do just cinder blocks. And there was this kid that came up and just started randomly shaking the ratchet straps. Wouldn't go away. Just kept coming up and grabbing the ratchet straps and shaking them. Yeah, I was this little kid, and I'd say, hey, please don't do that. And he looked at me, smiled, and started shaking them more.
Who's Daddy?
He was off in the bathroom. Where else would he have been?
You was taking care of it.
Well, I took care of it.
I know.
So I pulled out the stern teacher voice. I was like, you need to stop touching the ratchet straps now. And he still wouldn't do it. And then finally I yelled at him. And he ran off crying. And I was like, well, you wouldn't have cried if you hadn't been touching the fucking ratchet straps in the first place. Ugh, some people's children. And also not a parent in sight. Well, I remember one show I did, I had a kid come into my booth with the mom and start throwing things. Like grabbing my hats and then throwing them. And the mom was laughing and was like, oh, we can't do that. We need to stop doing that, but not standing there doing anything. It was like, if every hat that hits the ground, you have to pay for. And then suddenly she was able to stop the kid.
Wow.
Say, some people's children. Be like, what if I shook you like that? Yeah. No, I pulled out the very angry, very stern teacher voice I used back when I was teaching during COVID, and they were really feral. Back when I worked with older kids. I was like, wait, I'm not at school. I don't have to be professional teacher mode. I can just let them have it. But seriously, this event had like 50,000 people in attendance. Why are you not watching your child? There's a train. Okay, this was right by a train station. If you're not watching your kid, being careful, your kid's gonna get smacked by a train. So, yeah. Aside from that, though, it was a good show. Made money. Sold stuff. Froze. But turned a really good profit, so. See how it goes next year. Because this is definitely one of my better shows. Definitely the biggest one I do every year. Even though it's always so cold. I have to look at the 2026 calendar. I think town I moved to does a lot of stuff around 4th of July. And since I live in the downtown portion, that would be really handy because then I could just be like, hey, can I just set up in front of my house? does the booth fee count if it's on my lawn? Right, row 8. Give it up for row 8. Woo. my goodness. Oh, we just hit the 2-hour mark, everyone. Woohoo. First time we've been able to hit the 2-hour mark in a live stream in a while. It's just that it's cold out. I'm sure in the summertime I'll be more energetic when there's actual sunlight. The solstice is tomorrow, so we can only go up from there.
Mm-hmm.
Hallelujah. I can't take much more of this going to work in the dark. It's not safe because it makes me sleepy. And it's not good to be sleepy when I'm driving for a half hour every morning. Ugh. This lovely, pretty sweater. So we're really gonna have to speed through this sweater because I need it done and wrapped by Monday night since, yeah. I don't think my brother would like it if I showed up with all my gift wrapping stuff. Need to finish this, a cowl, and 2 hats. So I think we'll finish the sweater because the hats only take like an hour each. And the cowl is halfway done already. I work on that when all the kids are napping at school. Because it's a linen, it's another one of those chunky linen stitch cowls that I have, one of the millions I have in my shop. But I just love making them, so there. So yeah, deal with it. You're doing it right now. You're also crocheting. That's fun. Yep, we're going fast. I've got to get lots of Christmas presents done. Daddy doesn't like things on his wrist, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't make any kind of glory or anything.
So I'm trying to think if with this, if I'll make the sleeves kind of like how I usually make them when I'm making myself a sweater where I break up 3/4 length so that they're not touching my wrists.
Yeah.
I hate things touching.
Randy doesn't like short, like 3/4 sleeves.
Yeah.
He doesn't like that.
So like 7/8 sleeves.
No, like full sleeves. He likes
Okay.
like the cover his wrist.
Okay, never mind then. I like 3/4 sleeves because I don't like things touching my wrists. Like, see, I even cut the cuffs off of this sweater.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were getting holes in them, and I didn't like them touching my wrists, so I chopped them off and hemmed them.
All right. Cool.
And now I'm half tempted to do that to all of my sweaters because I don't like things touching my wrists. Excuse me. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Okay. I haven't done any vlogging for this sweater I'm working on at all. Been kind of bad at vlogging lately. Ever since I moved, I've been bad at vlogging. Yeah. We'll use the nice long because I have 2 weeks off this year. Well, 2.5, 1.5 off for Christmas. So, should be good. Should be good. Definitely planning to use that time to catch up, get some projects done. Got a shelf I need to build. your kitty cat. I think it's a Guinness. There's a specific way he lumbers down the stairs. But yeah, it's getting near that time where I gotta think of stuff to make for Valentine's Day and Lunar New Year. I wanted to do so much more for Christmas this year, but I just did not have the time. Probably because I usually start planning all my Christmas stuff in October, but I was busy moving and getting ready for my brother's wedding and all this stuff, so we'll just save all those big ideas I had for this year for next year. And then have like double the Christmas stuff. All that goodness. All that goodness and fun. I was right, it was Guinness. He has very specific sound when he walks down the stairs.
Yeah.
Very specific way he lumbers on down. Waddles like a fat penguin. What time is it? Not horribly late considering that I slept in forever this morning. I was so tired. Normally I'm up for work at 5 a.m. and then I sleep into about 6:37 on weekends. But this morning I woke up at 9:30. Which is frankly ridiculous. Hi, Guinness. How's my black cat? How's my black cat? Are you gonna come up? Who are you? Body snatched you. I know. I don't know. Nope, he went that way. Traitor, he went to my mother instead. Body snatched you. I know, yeah. Well, I had 3 Christmas parties this week. I had one that I went to on Sunday. I had the market last week on Saturday. Flat tire on Monday. Car trouble, put a new tire on Tuesday. Car trouble and a Christmas party on Thursday. Christmas party at school and fell in the parking lot yesterday. Probably needed it, but still, I woke up at 9:30 because my dad called me. Because, my mom was still asleep because she sleeps till like 10 o'clock every day. She's not a morning person. But usually my dad's a very early riser as well. We usually talk on the phone every morning. And he hadn't heard from me, so 9:30 he actually called me and was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "I was asleep." He's like, "Yeah, are you okay?" And I'm like, "I don't think so. I don't know." And it's hilarious because, like, when I was younger, when I was in college, you could not get me out of bed before 11 o'clock in the morning. Now, if I'm not up by like 6:30, even on a weekend, people worry.
Grace, you want some caramel, please?
Yes, please. Love some chamomile tea before bed. So I am probably going to jump off of live and go to bed in, like, I don't know when. Within an hour of now. Because, yeah, I slept a lot yesterday and woke up at 9:30, but I'm tired. And I have a lot to do tomorrow. I gotta drive, I gotta film, I gotta video edit, I gotta wrap presents, I gotta finish presents. I don't know. Maybe we'll do another live stream tomorrow afternoon. Just to keep me off my devices. Because the darkness has suckered me into doom scrolling on TikTok a lot more than I should be. It's like it's working all day. I get home, it's dark when I get home. And I just want to sit and curl up under a blanket and scroll social media. It's like, no. You gotta make Christmas presents. Scrolling social media is not good. Hi, Guinness. Are you gonna come up? Or are you just gonna sit there and stare at me? You wanna come pay the cat tax? Come up, baby. Come here. Here he is. It's Guinness, the black cat. My boy. My Christmas present 15 years ago. My Christmas kitten is now 15 years old and fat. Yes. His dues are paid. Congrats. Yes. Paid the cat dues. Successful live stream. The cat appeared. I know, starting in the springtime, they'll be coming to stay with me a few times. Because my parents are going to clean this place up and sell it. And the cats are going to stay with me throughout that process. So we're working out a custody schedule. Because Guinness is the only one that's really mine. Suzu paid twice last time she was on live. Yeah, she has. She's not gonna come. Definitely tonight. Just when I saw her last, when I was grabbing this yarn, she was all curled up in a nest of blankets, fast asleep, their bellies sticking out. And then Rocky was asleep on top of her, using her belly as a pillow. And they were both snoring, so I'm like, yup, you're not going anywhere for a long time. Because they're hibernating right now. Isn't that sweet? Yeah, it's so sweet. The three of them are all really close. And they're bonded, which is why Guinness is the only one that's actually mine, and I couldn't take him from the kittens, Rocky and Zuzu. Yeah, they're 5, but we still call them the kittens. But the 3 of them are so strongly bonded, I can't separate them. And Guinness doesn't do well on his own, and I work a lot, so it's more fair to him to keep him home with my parents, with his kittens, and I come visit and get partial custody. especially considering that he is old. He's an old boy, and I don't want to upset him too much. Right. 10. This hat. Yeah, it's getting near bedtime. This sweater has come along very quickly considering I started it on live. We're 2.5 hours in and I'm already almost done with the yoke. Guinness. Guinness, the black cat. You're a sweet little baby black cat. Yes, you have permanent baby syndrome. It's true, you have permanent baby syndrome. I know, you don't like how I smell right now because I have icy hot on my arm. He does not like how icy hot smells. But, sorry, that stuff is basically lotion for people my age. It's lotion if your birth year starts with 19.
Hey. I know. You just
Here, I'll take it.
careful.
Okay, we'll just set it here then. Tea! Look at my tea, chat.
Chamomile.
Chamomile tea before bed.
Ow. That was unnecessary. Hi.
Was it, Mother?
Yes, I almost sat on. Hi. Yeah. No, it's very funny. Just a bit. I like to see your teddy strips.
Yes.
Oh, I see your teddy strips.
Yes. Sweet black cat. Sweet, sweet black cat.
Oh, you're so silly. Oh, my silly boy.
The only white on him.
And then, one white whisker.
Well, he's got the melanism thing, so. It's the opposite of being. Guinness is the opposite of albino. He has too much pigment, which is why he is so black.
Hi. How are you?
Toe beans are black, his claws are black,
Hmm?
his mouth is black, his eyes are black. He's literally a void.
Mommy's little ink spot.
Yes, mommy's little ink spot.
Sure, mommy's little ink spot.
That's his middle name. Guinness ink spot.
Yeah, just a little ink spot. Tiny little ink spot.
Yes. My black cat. Love black cats.
Mm-hmm.
The void. It's like a little void living in your house, and the void is loud and wants chicken.
Mm-hmm. What? Mm.
He's petting you back. I looked it up. When they do that, they're petting you back.
Oh, okay. Nice to meet you. Come here often?
Yes, I live here. Such a love bug.
Oh. Right there.
Such a love bug, Mr. Guinness. You're a love bug, Mr. Guinness. But apparently, the 3 words that do describe him are as follows, and I quote: stink, stank, stunk.
You don't stink.
Well, I have no idea. I have no sense of smell.
Doesn't stink.
Everyone tells me that cats stink.
No, he doesn't stink. He's always kept himself quite clean. And he chews cardboard. He has the cleanest teeth of any cat I know. And that's what the vet said. They have amazing teeth for being 15.
Yes.
You chew cardboard. Keep your teeth clean.
And you taught the kittens to chew cardboard.
Yeah.
So now their teeth are clean too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good boy. Yeah.
I don't know. People tell me that cats are stinky.
No. Cats aren't stinky. They really, they have stinky litter.
If you're new here and you're wondering why I'm assuming cats are stinky, it's because I have no sense of smell, and I haven't for like past 30 some odd years. So, do cats stink? I have no idea.
They don't stink. You always have to wonder when a cat doesn't burn itself. That's when you worry.
Yep. Alright, I think we'll finish this round off and then call it a night because we've been live for 2.5 hours. I'm tired. I need to drink my tea and give myself a little doom scroll. As a treat. When he freshly bathes himself, Adonis smells exactly like his dry food mixed with water. Okay. I have no frame of reference for that.
What did she say?
Ah, what are you chewing on? Stop! Stop! Guinness. Aaliyah said her cat smells like his dry food and water when he bathes himself.
Probably needs his teeth cleaned.
I don't know because I don't know what cat food smells like. I don't know what anything smells like. So, yeah. It's like describe sight to a blind person. Describe smells to an anosmiac. It's hard. Remember when I was in college, we took a poetry class and the professor wanted us to write a poem using all 5 senses, and I put my hand up and I'm like, what if you're missing your sense of smell? And he's looking at me like, well, you need to use all 5 senses. I'm like, yeah, but I only have 4. He's like, but the assignment is to use all 5. And I'm like, well, I don't know how to use one of them.
Yeah.
The concept of smelling does not make sense to me. And he was just sitting there like,
He was a bright light, wasn't he?
yeah. Oh, George.
Was that George?
Yeah.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah.
George was on the same thing?
Yeah, well, it was like one of the first classes I ever had with him, so.
Jesus.
I was apparently the first person he knew that had no sense of smell. And he like was sitting there like, I don't know, just guess. And I'm like, well, I don't know how to guess. So he ended up modifying the assignment, so I only had to write a poem about using 4 senses. Because he was genuinely baffled. And that's when I pulled the well-described sight to a blind person. He was like, oh. Yeah. You hear all the time about the blind, you hear all the time about the deaf. You don't really hear much about people without smell, taste, or touch. So, yeah. I just love it. He was like, well, can you guess? I'm like, no, because I have no frame of reference to even start to form a guess.
Ew.
The concept of smell makes no sense to me whatsoever.
Okay.
Like, I can tell if something apparently smells really bad, I learned later in life, because my eyes will start watering. So apparently if I'm around something and my eyes start watering, it means it smells bad. Only person I've heard of who had no sense of smell was kicked in the head by a horse as a child. Yeah. I got really, really sick when I was very young. Yes, I got a very bad sinus infection, but we didn't know I had lost my sense of smell. And I was so young when it happened that I just never comprehended it. And we didn't really realize it until after a couple years when the microwave, that smoking incident when Jason and I tried to make fudge, and that's when we found out Grandma had dementia and I had no sense of smell.
Jason knew what the hell was going on.
Yeah, she was just sitting there reading a magazine while I'm battling a fire in the microwave behind me, and I sent Jason out to distract Mom and Dad as they were getting home from being away. And I was like, yeah, no one can be, I sent him out to be the first one, because I'm like, no one can be mad at the baby of the family, so you go. Okay, you're the baby. No one gets mad at the baby.
That's when I knew something was not right.
We were just trying to make fudge.
I know.
But we didn't have the recipe, so we were trying to do it from memory, from all the times my mom made fudge. And it caught fire in the microwave. And then when all was said and done, they're like, okay, Grandma, you're old. That makes sense. You, Grace, we're going to the doctor. What do you mean you couldn't tell it had caught fire? Because we put it in the microwave and then wandered off to go do things. It's like, Grandma, you're old. You're gone. Jason, you're too young. You don't know any better. Grace, something's up with you. And that's when we went to the doctor and found out, oh, I have no sense of smell. And Grandma never watched us again after that.
She had no clue what was going on around her.
She was just sitting there reading her magazine while we're fighting demons in the microwave. I was fighting the demon. I sent my brother out to be the sacrifice to my mother's wrath. Because he was the baby. God, you're never mad at the baby of the family for long. That's why in Home Alone it would have made more sense if Kevin McAllister was a middle child. Because you're telling me the whole family was ganged up on the baby? Nobody gangs up on the baby. It's always the middle or the eldest. My brother, he was the baby, so therefore, he was the acceptable sacrifice. He was a middle child. Oh, I don't know. It's been so long since I've seen the movie.
He was the youngest, I thought.
Yeah, Kevin McAllister was I thought he was the youngest. And it would have made more sense if he was in the middle because no one forgets the baby. So, yeah. In hindsight, though, that whole incident was pretty funny. I mean, I look back on it and think it's absolutely hilarious.
What? What was hilarious?
Jason and I trying to make
Oh,
fudge
yeah.
and setting the microwave on
I
fire.
can laugh at it now.
Yes, now that it's been, what, 20 years? Or longer than that, God.
Yeah. About 20.
Yeah, about 20 years ago. I deemed him the sacrifice. So he was in the middle of. Okay, that's right. There were multiple sets of children there because all the family was together. So he wasn't. Okay. I don't know. The whole family dynamic in Home Alone. As someone who works with children and is a mandated reporter, that would have been a mandated report.
Didn't know anyone who could go over and take care of them?
Yeah. Apparently it's because all the other neighbors were traveling. I'm like, you didn't stop to make a final head count. Yeah, and they kept making him share bed with that kid. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Like I said, the last time I watched the movie was in like middle school. And that was 20 plus years ago, I think. It was a very long time ago. Maybe I can convince Jason to rent it for Christmas. Or find it. They just thought Kevin was in the van. See, having gone through all the trainings I've gone through in my job, I'm like, y'all would have gotten felonies. You never rely on someone else to tell you the number. You have to verify for yourself. I don't know, maybe that's because I'm coming at it from a child care professional and not a parent perspective. So I'm used to hordes of screaming children, but keeping an accurate head count of all of them. While being rushed. It's like the old Russian proverb, trust but verify. Okay, chat. I think we'll finish this round and then sign off for the night. Because I'm sleepy and want to go to bed. And drink my tea, have myself a little doom scroll on TikTok, and go to bed. Go cuddle puddle on the office with my kitties. And then I'll just worry about packing and loading the car tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Mom sent him to the attic for telling on the kid who wets the bed for being gross, and the kid spilled milk on his ticket. The mom wiped the milk and threw Kevin's ticket away. Jesus Christ, this family just hates poor Kevin. Kevin definitely was counting down the days till his 18th birthday. After all that. Makes for a good movie, but in real life, and as someone that works with children, it's just like it's hard for me to get past that. He got groceries for less than $20 and got to be in New York by himself. Yeah, that makes it a true 90s movie. All those groceries for $20. I can't even do that nowadays, even with couponing. So I've gotten into couponing. And I can't even pull that off. And I'm just shopping for me. Which reminds me, I gotta see what Dollar Tree Dinners has been up to, because I like her meal plan ideas. And told the cashier to keep the change. Brother was not worried. Yeah, in this economy, you're like, give me my change. Every penny matters. Well, pennies are going to be valuable someday because they stopped making them. Never mind the fact that they're still in circulation and still legal currency. They're just not making them.
Not making anymore.
Yeah. So they're not going to be valuable. You know how much a $20 bill from the 70s is worth? $20. Oh, definitely. We'll be holding on to some pennies, though, just for funsies.
Yeah, especially the wheat pennies.
Especially shiny ones. I hold on to those for good luck. But it's just really scummy that everywhere I've gone that is like, if you're paying in cash and it comes down to pennies, we're rounding up. Regardless. I'm like, no, you're not getting an extra 10 cents out of me, buck. If it's below 5, you're supposed to round down. If it's above 5, you're supposed to round up. That kind of math I can do. But no. If they're like, oh yeah, if something is $19.01, it's $19.10. I'm like, no. That's not how this works, you greedy.
No. It's going to take forever for them to
run out of pennies.
Well, update pricing and everywhere.
Yeah.
Do not
require pennies. Also, like,
tax structure.
And also, like, digitally, credit cards and stuff. There's no physical cash behind that.
No.
So that can still charge a penny. So, like, you're just trying to rob me. Also, can we stop having gas be like $3.35 of a cent? Just it's $3.36. Like, there's no such thing as 9/10 of a cent. God, gas prices in Pennsylvania are ridiculous.
They're under $3 in New York.
I know. I remember once back in March when Dad and I went to New Jersey.
Yeah.
I saw the gas is like $2 a gallon. I was like, quick, pull over. I still do sticker scenes. I've been doing one a night. I'm on the 16th out of 20. Oh yeah, sticker scenes. Those are fun. Seen those. You're telling me you were into those, Aaliyah. We're gonna finish this round off and then say goodnight. I am sleepy. Here we go. We did it.
Is that navy blue?
Yeah. All right. We've got pretty much most of the yoke of this sweater done. Ooh ah, ooh ah. We're gonna set this aside, and I'll work on that again at some point tomorrow. But I'm done now. I gotta go to bed. So thanks for coming to my live. First live we've done in a while. Sorry guys, life kind of sucks, but
Bye.
bye. Yeah. So we'll go live again soon. Hopefully at some point we'll be back on track. I'll do my best. But thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see y'all again at another time.
Say Merry Christmas.
Oh, and Merry Christmas. That's right. Shit, that's next week.
Yeah. And Happy New Year.
And Happy New Year and
And
upcoming
Happy
Orthodox Christmas and all that stuff. So, all right. Good night. Bye.